everybody. Next question will come from the fourth and fifth row in the back there. Go, Sabrina. Go.
Hey, Sandy, over here.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheryl came in earlier and said that she felt this championship had been stolen from them because of the officiating. I'm just wondering if you had any thoughts on the
I don't even know where my hat is.
No.
Bring him down.
What?
What am I doing? Oh, okay. What'd she say?
Nothing.
Oh. Okay.
Good morning. Oh, everybody else has their bottle on there, so let me.
All right, everybody, we'll begin right away with questions. And the first question will come from second row center.
Douglas.
I don't even know what she said. Sounded funny. All right, Doug. Come.
Stu, you've won titles before.
Yeah.
This one you guys had to fight for. Come back, go to overtime. You hit 2 free throws
Yep.
to tie it. Obviously, game 1 didn't hit
Yep.
the 2. What does it mean to bring New York its first championship ever?
I've been like manifesting this moment for a while, and there's no feeling like it. You know, this game, and credit to Minnesota because they gave us a tough series, and the fans have been amazing everywhere we've gone. But to be able to bring a championship to New York, first ever in franchise history, it's an incredible feeling. And I literally can't wait to continue to celebrate with the city because I know it's gonna like be bonkers. Bonkers. Fact, right?
Next question, standing along the wall to the right.
Thanks, Ron. Hi, guys. Breanna, first of all, when the shots are not falling,
Yep.
as they were not for you in Speeder Night, to be able to contribute in so many other ways tonight, what was going through your mind during all of that? And Sandy, what was going through your mind during all that, watching Breanna doing what she was doing in all the other ways tonight?
You know, I knew, and I came in with a game plan of like, it doesn't matter. I want to play defense. I want to rebound. I want to do the little things, and I'll continue to be aggressive and shoot my shots. But like, if they're not falling, they're not falling, and I'm not gonna let that affect the way I do things. So continuing to be there for my team, and I feel like Doug. I didn't talk about this, but before I made the free throws, I missed 2 free throws. Yeah, it's fine. We bring it up. Because I was like, no, I can't do this again. I can't. I have to be here. And Olaf, him and I have talked about like being a python, where it's like, you know, your moment when to strike. And at that moment, I was just thinking about being a python.
Nice.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yep, you were.
Listen,
Like
everybody want to be a python.
Oh, and
Are you
for
coming
me,
up here?
Yeah.
Oh, next question.
Am I?
No,
Oh,
JJ.
sorry. JJ can come and sit up here, JJ.
Bro,
Let's
bring
go.
the finals
Big
MVP
time.
up here. Come on. What? Should we clap?
Look at that trophy.
Let's go, MVP.
Why is yours so big?
She's a big girl.
All right, everybody, next question will come
Oh, here we go.
from the fourth and fifth row in the back there. Go, Sabrina. Go.
Hey, Sandy, over here.
Oh, g'day.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheryl came in earlier and said that she felt this championship had been stolen from them because of the officiating. I'm just wondering if you had any thoughts on the reffing today.
I thought they were pretty fair. I mean, after the last game, you know, I mean, that's what you got to get, give and take. Like, game number 1, we should have won that game, you know, close it out. But look, I have so much respect for Cheryl, and I have so much respect for that Minnesota Lynx team because, man, I mean, that was ugly, but we found a way to win. And so I'm really proud of our team, how resilient we were, how we stuck together, how we continued to trust each other, and that was our word today, just trust the process. And we found a way to win. And going back to Shuey, you know, she did miss 2 free throws, which is rare for her. But in that 5 seconds ago, she said, I'm going to make them. And I'm like, okay, good. I was praying, but it worked.
Next question, second row, center right.
Congratulations, you guys. Sandy, I'm hoping you can talk a little bit about how this one felt the same or different than the championship that you won in Phoenix. Niara, if you can just talk a little bit about what it means to have bragging rights over your sister and having that championship. And then JJ, for you especially, having worked so hard, been in 4 finals, to finally have this moment, just kind of take me through what's going through your mind in the final seconds. So just each of you in turn.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I'll start here. It's been 10 years, so a decade. So I was due one. I've been, the last 3 or 4, been the runners-up, bridesmaid. It feels good. Now, it's a little bit different because we were, back then we were so dominant in Phoenix. We got through Minnesota Lynx in the semifinals, and then it was a 3-0 against Chicago, and only the last game was tight when BG was out. This has been a grind every single game, and there's things we could have done better too, but we never strayed away from who we are as a team. I never strayed away from who I am as a coach. And I think I just love these ladies here, and they're amazing humans. They're fun to coach, but it's the same feeling. That was a great team, a very connected team, and so is this team. And that's what I've said in the media a lot, haven't I? I said this feels like the 2014 team that I coached, and I'm just so happy, for everyone, this organisation, but particularly these players that we win today.
Oh, I don't know if they're bragging rights. This ring is for my whole family, basically, specifically Sato. I mean, she's been with me every step of the way, has been in my corner through ups and downs, and I've had a lot of downs in my career. But yeah, I mean, this ring is for her as much as it is for me.
For me, man, I'm just happy. I'm just really happy, and I'm really just trying to take in the moment and just enjoy every aspect of it. So I'm just up here smiling and thanking Jesus and thanking my teammates, and just enjoying the moment, man.
All right, I do see about a dozen people with hands raised. Please be patient. We'll get to as many as we can. Our next 2 questions will come from the second row to the right.
Sandy, Niara played incredible today. She had a good finals, but she played incredible. She came in and scored 9 points in a 10-minute stretch in the second half. I wondered how can a performance like that lift a young player like her going forward? And on press row we were all like, wow, holy Niara Sabali. Were you having the same reaction on the bench?
No, I prepared her at halftime. I just felt, going with a bigger lineup. I said, okay, be ready. We may go for a big lineup. Okay, so Niara, you're coming in. I just thought what she brings, she has that X factor. Her ability to make one-on-one plays, to rebound the ball, to play great defense. I mean, all of it, and then to finish plays. So I prepared her, really, really proud of her. I know she's had a lot of adversity over her career, but, I mean, the biggest game of her career, and she really rose to the occasion. And, for a young player, that says a lot about her. I mean, the future is pretty bright.
And can I say something?
You certainly can.
Thank you. I think what's incredible about Nee is the fact that if you look back at the semifinal series, she didn't really play. And then she stayed ready and knew that in the finals, her time would come. And she continued to stick with it. And when we needed her most, because you were the X factor tonight, Nee. Because, listen, we were tired. We were trying to do whatever we could. We needed, a spark, and she was that. So she just continued to trust the process, and we're so proud of you, Nee.
So proud.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So proud.
Second row to your right.
Deutschland.
Germany.
You got 2 Germans up here.
Yeah, expression in Deutsch.
For JJ and Stewie, you guys were the first to hug each other right as the buzzer was going off. And I know JJ, you were the first domino to fall. Mm-hmm. That got this whole, super team thing going. So just, if you could each talk about that moment and what that was like for each other and how you were able to fulfill the goal you set out to when you decided to come to New York last year.
Look, when I hugged Stewie, I literally was just sobbing in her ear. I didn't say not one word. I was just crying the whole time. Just so happy to be able to win and to do it with her. And we talked about it so much of coming together and what we envisioned and what we wanted to do in New York and what we could do, and to be able to pull it off and accomplish a dream. And it's so freaking hard to do. It just means a lot. It means a lot. And I told her this before, but like I've watched Stewie be great for so long in high school and then in college and then in the WNBA, and you know, for a long time, like she was that person that I was kind of like chasing in college. Like I want to get my game to her level and then be able to play against her in the WNBA and then to ultimately be teammates. So it really just means a lot to be able to win with her and to watch the way that she approaches the game every day, the way that she leads our team, because she is our leader, and we look to her in tough moments. And so it just really means a lot just to have everything come together and to be able to win together.
Okay, next question, standing in the,
I mean, I think that first I had to bring the ball over half court because I didn't want to get an 8-second violation. But then, like, I think it was picture perfect to be able to embrace JJ, and really what I was saying was like, she led us. You know, her dominance in the paint, on the boards, like help side defense, everything that we needed, she was there, and she had to wait a while to get to this point, like to get to the finals and to win a championship. But the wait was worth it.
Definitely was.
I almost swore.
Definitely.
The wait was so much, like so worth it. And we talked about it 2 years ago, you know, when it was free agency. We wanted to come together, and you look back, and me, JJ Sloot, we all came here to win a championship. And you know, last year we lost in the finals, but look, we're here.
Look at us.
We're
now.
here.
Look at us now, baby.
Can't wait to celebrate. Listen, I don't know. See me at the parade.
Right.
Ron, how much longer we gotta do this?
Right.
there's no practice tomorrow, so
Yay! Yeah, no practice. We're
next
good.
question will come from the back of the room by the exit sign standing.
All the way in the back.
Benjamin.
Yeah, thank you. Sandy, for you, along those lines, just thinking back to the 2022-2023 offseason, just what do you remember about when JJ got traded to New York and when Stewie decided to sign and Stu decided to sign, and how rewarding is it to have those conversations manifest in this moment right now?
Yeah, I was like, let's go. You know, I've won one championship. I've been in many finals and competed for so long. It's hard to win because this league is so good, and you need a little bit of luck on your side, but you also need talent. But you also need talent, the right talent to put together. And I think Jonathan did a really great job of getting these players to come to New York and sell the vision that we had here. We wanted to win. New York has never won before. Now we're going to go in the history books as the first ever. I mean, that makes me very proud because it's hard. People think it's easy. But, look, I was just excited to coach great talent. I didn't really know him that well. I knew Stewie probably a little bit more than JJ because I coached her wife, Marta, in Phoenix. Hopefully that helped a little bit to get her here. But it's a journey, so it's getting to know each other. And I think it's been fun. Hey, let's not stop at one, though. Let's go for two. Okay.
Next question, front row to your right.
Hi, all. JJ, for you, there were moments during this game, especially in the first half, where you know it looked a little bit similar to Game 4. The team was tight. You guys wanted this so badly, and things were really hard to come by. I'm just curious, when did you flip the switch, and how would you say you flipped the switch?
I'm not really sure exactly when we flipped the switch. I just remember just like weathering the storm, you know, and us really talking about making sure that like we kept our emotions in check and that we just kept executing and that it was going to be a grind. And I think we, you know, obviously we came out with the win, but I don't really remember an exact moment where like the switch was flipped. Yeah. You remember a moment?
Overtime.
Oh, there you go.
Overtime.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my question, so I'm not
Hey,
answering.
but how big was Leo's three in the corner?
There you go.
Hey, you know, every time, this is a fact though, I'm going to tell you it's a fact, okay? Whoever scores first in overtime usually wins. I was confident after that.
Next question, fourth row center.
Yeah, this one's for Breanna. You talked about wanting to celebrate with New York. It has been 51 years since the Knicks won. I know you're the native New Yorker on this team.
Yeah.
Can you put in perspective what it means to you as a New Yorker? And then Niara, if you could just talk about, you went through so many injuries when you were in college and just how much you've had to battle to get to where you are now. I wonder if you could talk about that as well.
Am I really the only New Yorker on this team? Wow, that is incredible.
Who said
Honestly, like, winning in Seattle was amazing, and nothing takes away from that. But to be able to bring the first ever to the Liberty in the first in 51 years, like, you guys know, my first WNBA game I ever went to was at MSG, was the Liberty. And to have that be full circle was amazing. And today, like, throughout my whole day, everybody was texting me, like, how are you? You ready? Like, all these things, like, do your thing. And I was calm. Like, I was ready because I knew that no matter what, the city was going to have our back. And they showed up and they showed out. And they continue to be there for us when we need. And I'm so proud of this team, but so happy to be able to bring the first championship here because the city deserves it. And I listen, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen this next week, but I'm sure shit is going to be crazy.
Let's go.
Next question from the fourth row to your right.
I have a question for Coach and a question for JJ. Coach, just talk to me about JJ's overall play throughout the entire series. You know, I have to rap Bahamas 2-4-2 to the world.
Yep.
And then JJ, for you, how do we get more JJs or more girls from the Bahamas to the WNBA to win a championship after you've done what you've done today?
Okay.
Parade in the Bahamas.
Yes.
Parade in the
We definitely
Bahamas.
having a parade in the Bahamas.
Yeah. No, definitely. Well, I think we need to have a parade in the Bahamas. Let's go. But look, just really, really proud of JJ. I love coaching her. I just love her personality, how she brings it every single day. She was big for us, and it wasn't a pretty game today, but we were trying to establish her earlier. But she was at both ends. Like, she worked her butt off. Usually, I don't like to play her 42 minutes, but she just stayed competing because that's how important it was. She knew how she needed to help us. And she's been big for us. She's been big for us all season long, but particularly these playoffs. She's amazing. We love you, JJ. So proud of you, mate.
Thank
You
you.
deserve this because your first one, baby.
Yep.
What? I couldn't hear you.
We want to have an exhibition game in the Bahamas
Oh,
next
yeah.
year.
Yeah, preseason in the Bahamas.
We
Yes.
said parade.
Yeah, parade too. Come on.
Parade too.
Yeah, but for me, just trying to get the infrastructure of the Bahamas to be a little bit better for sports, and especially girls' sports in the Bahamas to be a little bit better. So I think we need more investment in sports in the Bahamas, give the kids more games, allow them to be able to have more developmental, like, camps and different things going on, and just to have more people invested in it. So I want to make it my mission to really just help grow the game in the Bahamas because we have so much natural talent and so many people that come out of the Bahamas just, go to the U.S. and go to school and end up being really successful. But I think for me, I would want it to be that kids would be able to stay home in the Bahamas and be with their families and still be able to have the opportunities to come over to the U.S. and play professionally. So I think that's the next step that we would have to take.
All right, we have time for a few more standing back left.
A few means three, Ron. Making sure we don't.
Not several.
All right, Lamar Carter, Beyond the W. This question is for JJ. Just thinking about your journey here the last 2 years, I believe you had a foot injury, you were hurt last year, and I believe the team and coach have talked over the years of you being the X factor for the team. Seeing how you played today, getting a Finals MVP, and being the X factor in the end, how proud are you of your journey over the last 2 years to get to this point?
I'm really proud of my journey. I was talking to Rebecca Lobo earlier after shoot around and just basically telling her like I was doing this thing where we would about to run out after our theme or whatever, and they would have the theme music playing, and I would look up and be just taking everything in and just really being appreciative of the moment and just having a moment of gratitude with all the chaos that was going on in the finals. So just a moment to just exhale, to breathe, and just look around at just all the things that we've been able to do, all the people that are in the gym watching women's sports, the city, like Stewie said, just fully supporting us. And I think that really helped me to keep things into perspective. But I just wanted to go out there and play, to win and just not to lose. And I think the experience that I've had, even though it wasn't the best experience and we lost in the past, it allowed me just to kind of just be a little bit more relaxed in the situation and just understand that these moments aren't guarantees. Like it's not a given, that you have to kind of just take advantage of it, but also live in the moment and really appreciate what it took to get there too.
All right, we have 4 more questions, and then we will wrap. Next question, third row to the right. Once again, no practice. Third row.
We got things to do.
Miles. Miles.
Hey, Niara, over here.
Hi, Miles.
Sandy put out the lineup with the 3 of you in there, along with Leo and Sabrina, and that was the first time the 5 of you have shared the court this season. What did that mean to you specifically to have Sandy have that faith in you, especially with such a physical game?
That's a big lineup right there. But, I mean, it means a lot, obviously. She did say something at halftime. But, I mean, I feel like throughout the whole season there's just been unwavering support, whether it's from Sandy or my teammates. And just in general, everybody in this organization has always kind of believed in me, which, I mean, means so much. I mean, they drafted me knowing I had to sit out a year. That just shows how much trust they have in me. And I feel like this whole season, every time I'm on the floor, my teammates have my back, tell me to just keep going, work hard. And yeah, it's just, I mean, it means the world to be able to have players like Stewie and JJ, who I've looked up to my whole career, be my teammates and now win a championship with them. Like, that's something I will remember forever.
Next question, front row to your left.
Bill Roden with ESPN Landscape. I'll make this quick, and I've got things to do.
She's fine. Don't worry about it.
I won't drag it out. But first of all, congratulations to everybody. This is great. But I'm just curious. 3 months ago, Paris seems like it's almost 10 years ago, but you just won a gold medal. I'm just curious if you could contrast how you felt, the emotions you felt then and now. It seems like it's not on the same planet, but I'd just like to hear from you.
It's honestly, it's really hard to compare the Olympics to this moment, especially with Team USA because of the Olympics. Like, we were going for 8 straight gold medals. Like, the pressure is insane, but also the pressure of bringing a championship to the city that has never had one, especially in the WNBA, has been a lot. But I don't know. This is something that I think I'll be remembering forever, and each Olympics I also remember forever. But the time together is so short, like it's 3 weeks. But like this is my team. Like this is my squad, and we continue to go to battles together. And with the Olympics, like you come together for a few days, you have practice, then you go and you play exhibition games against Germany in London. And it's hard to build that chemistry and stuff, but like you just know your Team USA. And here now we're New York Liberty, and I don't think I answered your question, but each one is really each one is really special, and they're not comparable. This one, yeah, this is more personal. Just because I'm from New York, like I'm from upstate. Here we go, and I came here for a reason, and that's to win a championship.
Thank you for that.
Next question, 4th row center.
Congratulations. I'm Lauren with the 9450. Niara, you were 1 point away from scoring your season high in the biggest game of your life to date. Discuss how this experience so early in your career will help shape you into an even better player. And just how do you mentally stay ready when your number is called?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the... We're thinking in German, sorry.
Speak German?
I know.
I'm going for it. I'll translate.
No, it really is just like the mental preparation of staying ready and being locked in, knowing that whenever you have, like, whatever minutes you get, that's what you get, and you need to be ready to go on the floor because our team has such a high standard, and really to be able to live up to that, you have to be mentally ready. Otherwise, you'll just kind of hurt the team in the long run. But with great teammates like that, it's kind of easy to just get on the floor and leave it all out there because my role is pretty simple. Run the floor, get rebounds, and maybe shoot some buckets. But they make it really easy. They make it really easy for me, and it just, like I always said, there's so much talent on the floor, and just being able to bring something to that is just something everybody dreams of.
This, Breanna, will be our last question.
Yeah, let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Second row to the right.
Congratulations to all of you on the championship. If there is, in fact, a parade tomorrow, is it possible, Coach, to write me a letter for school?
Tomorrow is crazy.
What was the question, Pepper?
Is it possible maybe to write me a letter for school tomorrow? Because I feel like that's
Pepper,
something
we
I have
got
to be
you.
part of.
We got
Thank
you.
you.
You're good.
Thank you. I
We
appreciate
got
you.
But it's not tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you. In all seriousness, I want to thank you for bringing a championship to New York City. 4 generations of my family have been fans of the Liberty, have been going to games, and I've been going to games since I was 2, and that's a big reason of why I'm here in this room today, so thank you for making this happen. My question is actually about halftime, because it seems like a sort of flip was switched then. What was the message from player to player, and then Coach, what did you share?
Look, I just went in and just told him what I saw and what we needed to do, the adjustments. And obviously, I didn't think we were playing with the right amount of urgency. Things were a little too easy for them. And so I just, encouraged them, hey, let's go. 20 more minutes. And then I talked about the big lineup. Be ready for the big lineup. I just thought, I was thinking that all day today. And, if things are going hard, we're fatigued. It's been a grueling schedule. 5 games, and that's a tough team, and just the way that they make us work really hard. So I kind of prepared Niara in that regard, and I'm very thankful that it worked well for us.
I'll talk for the players.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I think what we said was Minnesota, they had 34 points at halftime. Our offense wasn't coming easy, but eventually it was going to come through. Continue to shoot your shots with confidence, but if it's going to be an ugly game, we will win ugly. And know that we've talked about first 5 minutes, whatever. No, third quarter. Third quarter is going to be our quarter, especially with the city behind us, the fans behind us, and we came out. Continue to execute, and I think throughout the entire game, we talked about coming together, huddling, talking about schemes, making sure everybody's calm and confident, and we did that.
Yes, we did.
And, whether we were down at half, the score was so low. The WNBA needs to figure out, rest days in between all these games, I'm just saying.
Game 7, oh my God.
Game 7, nice. Hopefully we have more time. But basically, we knew we had more in the tank to give, and 20 more minutes for the end of the season, and that's it. And I felt because I was just thinking about today, and it's whether we win or lose, we want to put it all on the line, because last year when we lost, there was more in the tank, and this year that wasn't happening.
All right, I'm sorry we weren't able to get to everybody, but thank you, JJ, thank you, Niara, thank you, Sandy, and thank you, Breanna.